And welcome back to Career Readiness. And we are in Unit 2, and we're going to be talking about getting a job, specifically about asking for a letter of reference. So as a reminder, what we're going to be doing this unit, we're going to be working on the following. We're going to be writing a letter of recommendation, which is what we're working on right now. We're going to be filling out a job application. We are going to be writing a letter of appreciation, which is a thank you letter. And we're also going to be working on a resume. So let's talk about a letter of recommendation. A letter of recommendation is written by a teacher, and we're going to be talking about your skills, your work habits, your achievements, and it is usually written before you apply for a job, or if you're going to college, or if you're going to apply for some sort of honor. Let's say you're applying for the National Honor Society, for example. So let's get started working on your letter of recommendation. Okay, so here's the thing. You go to a cyber school, but you need to ask your cyber teacher for a letter of recommendation. So how do you ask a teacher who probably has never met you face to face for a letter of recommendation? And that is what we're going to talk about in the next couple minutes. So my first suggestion is to find at least one person here at Achievement House that you can talk to. So whether that be your mentor, your guidance counselor, or a teacher, find at least one person that you can connect with who can get to know you beyond just the name. So find somebody that you can get to know a little bit better, and that person will be the person that you ask for eventually for your letter of recommendation. The next thing seems obvious, but it needs to be said. Go to class and participate, because it is easier to ask a teacher for a letter of recommendation if you go to class and you participate, because your teachers will know you then, and it will be easier for you to ask and for them to write the letter of recommendation. A good work ethic is one of the most important things that employers will look for. In fact, an employer will pick a good work ethic over experience 9 out of 10 times. So it is really, really important that your teachers can say that you have a good work ethic. So there's several different ways that you can show your teachers that you have a good work ethic, and then they can tell your future employer that you have a good work ethic. For example, if you do your work on time, if you watch the entire video, your teachers can see if you take 2 minutes to do a lesson or if you take 10 minutes to do a lesson. We see if you watch the whole video, and we can comment if you have a good work ethic based on whether or not you take shortcuts or if you actually watch the video lesson and then do your best. If you go to class and you ask questions, if you redo assignments. So for example, if you don't get an A or if you don't do your best the first time, if you don't answer things with complete sentences, if you rush through your work, your teachers notice this. So if you can show that you have a good work ethic, your teachers will be able to comment on this, and they'll be able to write this in a letter, and you can take this letter with you when you go to apply for your first job. The last thing is always putting forth your best effort every single time you do things. And your teachers notice this, and that is what they'll be able to comment on. So you guys are all young and you probably don't have a lot of work experience, but if you can show that you have a good work ethic, that will matter. And that is what is going to be the most important thing when you go to apply for your first job. And that is how your teachers are going to help you get a job, by being able to comment and say that you have a good work ethic.